known as the Hunger Games. And that's exactly what they're going to do right now. A 24-participant event, as I said, representing 12 different districts that we have across this campus.
Yeah, and each district represents a residence hall on campus, and it's a huge event here because the books and now the movie series has become a worldwide phenomenon. It's made hundreds of millions of dollars in there, and it's kind of awesome now that we can bring that full circle and have an event here that also doubles as a charity event, a food drive, if you will.
I was just about to mention that, as they had reapings across campus to decide who would be the participants, raising around $200. Just in those reapings alone, also sponsors in this event can give more donate more money or food to the food bank, which will help their participants get more weapons, whether it be that, maybe possible lives as well. So this is all going towards a great cause, as you brought up, John. The food pantry here in Oswego, and it's definitely a good cause, and it seems so far like this event has gotten a lot of support.
Oh, it's got a lot. There's people filing in now. There's a lot of personalized signs for some of the district members, and in case anybody's unfamiliar, reaping is when they select the people who are going to be participating in the events. And they selected a guy and a girl from every residence hall on campus, with the exception of Seneca, which has 2 male tributes today. And it was a big event here, and actually the top 3 residence halls with participation were Cayuga, Johnson, and Waterbury. Those were the 3 given to us by the game makers here. A lot of vibe coming out of that today. And I have a feeling it's going to be a very, very exciting event here to kick off the festivities today.
No, absolutely. And let's start meeting some of those districts that we have here and some of their tributes. They will be introduced come the 3 o'clock hour to the Campus Center Arena crowd here. That is, as you mentioned, John, filing in. But we're going to start off with some of these tributes right now, just to get you a little acquainted with them. We have Nate O'Brien and Diana Lachinsky for the Village, Simon Slimman and Erica DeLuke for Oneida, Joel Tyrell and Macy Mahoney for Onondaga, Troy LaFave and Michelle O'Mara for Cayuga Hall. Seneca is represented, as you said, by 2 male participants. That's Tom Bonar and Travis Clark. Hart is represented by Brian Wood and Jamie Garcia. Fennell is Jonathan Sazar and Lauren Cecilia. Scales is Vincent Kovac and Mariah Smith. Waterbury is Dominic Vitelli and Christina Jennings. Riggs has Elliot Atland and Sarah Herbrand. Johnson is Adam Krolikowski and Devin Stormont. And MASH, which is the Mackin Complex
And Sheldon.
plus Sheldon Hall, as he said, is Kevin Penske and Chelsea Smith. Chelsea Smith, sorry about that. And as you see right now, just by this, a lot of support right there. We talked about the $200 being raised already. So this is right now, it's more of a fun event here, as we usually, when we cut in for WTOP in the Steve Levy press box, it's for those Oswego State men's and women's hockey games. So this is one where it's a little different what's going on the arena floor, but it's still going to be definitely a fun event.
Yeah, I'm going to take over a brief example of the rules, how this thing is going to work here. 24 tributes, which we just introduced to you, will try to fight and eliminate their opponents. Each tribute will be given 2 Velcro bullseyes. When both bullseyes have been removed, the competitor has been eliminated. The bullseyes can be torn off in any way possible, such as ripping them off or using one of the provided tools given by the game makers. Another way to eliminate opponents is by shooting them with Nerf bullets. Viewers may pay or exchange canned goods to aid their tributes during the games. Gifts might entail extra lives, better weapons, and stronger armor. The winner of the event will receive a $50 cash prize, and all tributes have received a customized t-shirt courtesy of the game makers. The last one left standing wins. And some of these weapons, it's not a real physical thing. Nobody's actually dying like in the books. Let's not get carried away. But they'll be using, if you might be able to look at the arena here as we have, there's foam noodles like you would use in the swimming pool, Nerf guns, Nerf swords, some kind of a glove contraption that's out there, and other miscellaneous items that they dropped in there or may be provided later by their supporters. And as you can see, there's a lot of barriers made by cardboard and a lot of colorful paper. So it's an extravagant setup that we have here, and it's definitely exciting, and I'm very, very, very eager to see how this pans out, Chris.
Now what you're viewing right now on your screens is the beginning circle in which all 24 participants will start the event here, as they were practicing before throughout the past 2 hours since the tributes arrived here. They've been practicing different moves here, as you talked about, those cardboard and little protection areas for them that they can hide behind. They were walking around, just getting a feel of what this arena will bring to them today. But as this center area, as you were just able to see a few seconds ago, is where they will start. They first run up forward, as you can see in parts of the movies and in the books as well, and that beginning spot there, that it very much dictates how the event will go later on.
Yeah, this is going to be a bloodbath without being a bloodbath, because obviously no blood will be shed. However, I have a feeling this could get intense. I don't think this is your mom and pop's Hunger Games, let's just put it that way. And another cool thing that they did, the game makers, they asked the tributes some of their strengths, and I'm going to just read off a couple of my favorites here. Nate O'Brien's biggest strength is he said he sets fire to the rain. That's a big one.
That's a good one. You need that one.
I like to see that, just breaking chemistry, just like that. Also, Macy Mahoney, her strengths are she's an animagus and she has laser beams. And animagus is an annotation to the Harry Potter series, so we're trying to incorporate another huge series here. I mean, she can transform into any creature she wants.
That's interesting.
And a lot of people have said they're cunning, they have speed, so a lot of people think they have an advantage here, and I can't wait to see if those things are actually true. I want to see some rain get lit on fire, Chris.
Well, we're going to have to see that over the next few minutes, but now we're going to send to our sideline reporters here. It's Jared Lamb and Joe Noel, and guys, what are you seeing down there right now?
Well, guys, we're just getting the pregame hype right now. Just getting ready for the game. It's going to be exciting. I mean, Jared, you've seen some of the tributes. What do you think?
I think there are some decent tributes out there. Very athletic group of people. I know District 9, District 5, they have some very athletic kids out there.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of kids competing. I mean, it looks like the field is set up to make for an interesting battle here. I mean, you've got, 24 tributes here. I mean, it's certainly going to be exciting. Everyone wants to come out on top, and, I think that's most important.
Yeah, and like we said, this is real legit. We've got weapons, we've got sponsors, we've got a crowd. There's literally nothing else we can do to this to make this any more official.
Yeah, so that's us live. I mean, we're here in the box here where we're gonna get some of the unfortunately dead tributes, but apparently a chance to revive themselves. So we'll be here covering all the action live. We're gonna send it back up to you guys down in the box.
Thanks, guys, for that. As a nice little report from the sidelines, we'll be checking in with them throughout the entire course of the events today.
And a couple things that the game makers have added to, contribute to the authenticity of the books is when a tribute is killed off, as they'll say, or loses in our case, because this is a PG affair here, people. There will be a cannon shot just like in the movies. And they also said they might drop in another one bites the dust by Queen, so to add a little life to that.
A little insult to the tribute who has just left us. But definitely it will be trying to make this as authentically possible as they possibly can on the Campus Center arena floor here right now. And right now you have it, and this arena they worked all day today. They've been working over the last few weeks when it comes to having the reapings, finding their participants, and just creating an absolute spectacular, gaining a lot of interest across the campus, as there are quite a few fans right now in the stands here at the Campus Center. It doesn't even start the official event for another, let's say, 5-6 minutes. But right now, a lot of people have filed in, and this is going to help when it comes to sponsoring the tributes, but also donating the money towards charity.
Oh yeah, this is all, when it comes down to it, it's using the movie and the book licensing for a great cause. As we've said before, this is to promote hunger, to fight hunger, to try to help the local food drives, to help the people that are in need of that. So this is a very, very good community-driven event, besides just being something that the campus is excited for with the Hunger Games branding. So it's very exciting for more than one reason. And if anybody wants to contribute in the social media aspect of it, if you want to talk with the game makers, add your ideas or your thoughts or comments about the events, just go on Twitter, and it's at OzFightsHunger. That's the official Twitter handle of this, and I'm sure we can make a hashtag here. Hashtag OzHungerGames. Just going to propose it right now.
Oh, there you go. John Mongello, the head of Twitter today.
Dude, I'm trying, But yes, it's going to be a very exciting event. It gets started in just a few minutes here. And Chris, what are you most looking forward to today?
It's going to be a very, more of a laid-back, fun event here. Laid back for those in the stands, much more fun for the people on the arena floor going back and forth. One thing I'm looking for is the way the game changes throughout the entire match here, because you can have it where in the tributes at first believe that they'll just be able to hide for a little while, and of course the game makers don't want to see 24 people hiding behind cardboard for an extended period of time.
Oh yeah. Look
for them to change this up, as you can see in the actual Hunger Games. Look for little bits of change coming on throughout the entire event.
You also got to see a lot of the, not a lot, but some of the participants in the event are friends, or they know each other. And even if they're not friends, some people, say they come from the same district, might have some alliances. So it'll be fun to see if that happens, if there's some Survivor-esque betrayal going on, if that will last for the duration of the event? And if it does, who's going to be the person to go aggressively? Who's going to stay back? Is it really just to have fun, or does somebody really want to win that $50?
I believe that at least one of these little trios or whatever you might get of people joined together, just trying to form an alliance here. One of them will definitely break. A little backstabbing you might see throughout this event.
And hopefully the people representing the districts, the fans here, will be able to motivate the combatants on the floor here to put their hardest into it. I know some of them will, but maybe that extra bit of support will push them over the edge to take the final step and try to win this thing.
And as we've mentioned multiple times now, with that, and the fans in the stands are actually active participants in this as well when it comes to the sponsorships and the food that can be donated. Many people have already gone to the tables, have donated food already, and we don't have the official kind of how much has been donated already, but there is some up there. Money donations can be made to the food pantry as well. So this entire time, if these fans want their specific tribute or tributes for their specific district to win, and they are actively participating.
Absolutely. It's a huge event here, and if you want to come down at any point, just come on down to the Campus Center Ice Arena. The doors are open for the duration of the event.
And we'll have the entire thing on WTOP 10 today. We're going to send it to break right now. On the other side is the introduction to the tributes, and the event gets started. You're watching the Hunger Games on WTOP 10.
WTOP TV 10, Oswego, New York. I'm Naked. Come on.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I
am
An American.
I am an American.
I am American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I'm an American.
I am American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
And welcome back to the Steve Levy Press Box here at the Campus Center Ice Arena. I'm Chris Lewin, joined alongside by John Mongello for the first annual Oswego Fights Hunger Games right now live on WTOP 10. And for everybody watching right now, as we talked about before the last break, as you can hear the crowd in the background start to get very excited for this event to get started, as the game makers starting to pump up the crowd. And as we talked about before, the 24 participant event, and the crowd right now is going to be an active part the entire time. And it's going to be fun who the crowd actually backs throughout this game, because you're going to see certain players, obviously fans in the stands, all one gigantic Oswego community. Which players will get more backing? And it's going to be interesting. Maybe those who get the more cheers will not be the ones sponsored. So that's going to be something to look at throughout the entire course of the match.
We'll see. We'll see. I know there's a big section to what we just showed. There's a lot of people representing Cayuga and Seneca Hall over there. And there's a lot of people dispersed amongst the arena, like you said, and the game makers are trying to pump up the crowd. As you see directly across from us, the one that you just saw has the biggest abundance of students, while there's other students dispersed. But it'll be nice to see as a whole, the more people that come in, how intense this event is going to get towards the end.
I definitely expect a lot of people to file into this event throughout the entire course of what we have right now. In a few seconds, we're going to send it over to PA announcer Shannon Rosado for the introductions to the players right now, as they're right now in what is usually known as the visitors locker room for ice hockey men's and women's games. Today is the home locker room for everybody participating in this event, as the game makers are going down there right now, getting ready to welcome out the tributes. As we just saw, or as we just heard actually, the fans are starting to get pumped up. Everyone's getting ready right now.
And when the tributes come out, pay attention to their body language, to their face. See if they're intense. I feel the more dedicated people are to this event, the better it's going to go as a whole. And I think a lot of people are excited for this. So if I have to make a prediction, I know Travis Clark from Seneca is really looking forward to this, and a lot of people think he might be a favorite to win this just because of his sheer raw determination to win this thing. So that'll be my pick. I'm going to pick Travis Clark to win this event here.
Now, out of all the tributes that we have here, all 24 of them, the one who actually garnered the most money and food for the food bank so far is Troy LaFave from Cayuga Hall right now.
Yes.
So he is very determined when it comes into this event alone. I look for Troy to come out and have a strong showing right now. I know he's stated previously off air, and while we were talking to him throughout the course of the week, that he's very much looking forward to this right now. He has that small stature too, which can kind of help him move around efficiently.
Yeah, he lists his strengths as his small stature. He's fast and he's wily, which is a word we don't really see nowadays. Wily. So he has that going for him. I have a feeling he's going to run around and hide and just do some sneak attacks. And that, some people might look at that as being cowardice, but I think in this situation it's very strategic.
I mean, you have to be very strategic right now. And the possible alliance right now, as we talked about, between all of the tributes coming in when it's pairs of two. I mean, those tributes have possibly been training with each other over the last few weeks, and at least 2 weeks now that they've had together. So it's going to be fun to see which tributes, I mean, you're going to see very early which tributes have worked together over the last few weeks and which ones have kind of just been on their own trying to train.
It's the amount of dedication will prove how good this event goes here, and I know some people have been as much as running around campus preparing themselves for this. So, I mean, if that hardcore mindset can be brought into the arena here, then I think we have nothing but an exciting, fun thing to watch, and the fans can enjoy. And I think the fans, like we keep saying, are adding more to the fun. If it was just them running around, it'd be cool, but having people cheer and support, you know, that's a huge thing.
And now in the crowd right now, we have Joe and Jared, and they have one of the actual crowd members, as we've just mentioned. Joe and Jared, down to you. All right, we're having technical difficulties right now, so we'll try and send it back to Joe and Jared whenever we can later on right now, but due to the technical difficulties, we are going to keep it right here in the press box for now with myself, Chris Lewin, and John Mangello.
And we are beginning the festivities here. All the game makers are clearing out, and we are preparing to introduce the tributes. And the first two representatives are coming from the village.
As we will send it in a few seconds over to the public address announcer, as I mentioned before, Shannon Rosado will be doing the ceremonies for this one today. But as you said, the game makers have gone in, and they have been here since the early hours for a Saturday morning here.
So like 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock maybe-ish. I heard one who said 10 o'clock. I was surprised by that one. But they right now are getting ready, and they've been strategizing all day, so they have a little game plan in their head you have to expect.
This is exciting for them, too. They've worked so hard to put this together, and now it's finally unfolding. People are piling in. They've garnered a lot of support. The set and the arena here look amazing. It's a kudos to them, and regardless of what happens, they should be proud of themselves.
Yeah, I mean, you always hear of these events going on whenever certain groups on campus say, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And to see something on this scale, which is as much support as this one has had so far when it comes to the reapings, when it comes to the fans in the stands right now, as I look around and you can see people filing into all the different sections around the arena, and it really has been a very huge success so far, and they do have to be happy with what they've accomplished.
It's just so creative what you can do with a little bit of cardboard, construction paper, and imagination, to sound cliche, but seriously, that's what it is. You know, a dedication to this series and to having a good cause to put this together. As you could just see a close-up there of the middle of the pack where there's a sword, a couple of pool noodles.
Whoever gets that sword, that's going to be an interesting one early.
That's going to have a lot of strategy, because as soon as you run and you turn your back, somebody else who takes one of those crayon-looking things near the starting circle you're going to be at a disadvantage. So a lot of kung fu moves probably to get out of the circle there, and then we'll see what happens from there.
And as we talked about throughout the beginning too, the different targets on the participants in there, and the targets on the front and the back here. So it's going to be interesting right now because those players are not safe at any time. They could be facing one way and someone runs up from behind and gets them.
You got to just be alert the whole time because you might be in an intense battle over in the corner that somebody can just sneak through and just hit you in the back and you're done. So it's going to be interesting.
All right, so now we're going to go back into the stands with Joe and Jared, and they have fan in the stands, Mike Tanzini. Guys, down to you.
We are now here live in the stands. I am now standing here with Mike. Mike, who do you look to come out of this contest?
Well, I have a split heart today. I got a couple friends in a couple different districts. I live in District 9. I hope for the best for Dominic, and but Travis White Lightning Clark, I think he's going to take it today. He's coming in like a bat out of hell.
Talking about Travis, he was talking a lot of smack. He thinks that he is going to come out with that. Do you think the confidence will hurt him?
I don't think so. I saw his training camp, did a lot of like realistic things. He played a lot of Call of Duty. I don't know if trying to get the aiming down and everything, but I really believe in the guy, and I think his heart's in the right place, and he wants his 100%.
Right. And I'm going to go over to this side now with Aaron Weaver. Aaron, who do you look to come out of this contest?
Well, I got District 4 behind me, and Bloody Monsoon, man. There can only be one.
And what do you look, and from today's contest, what do you want to see come out of it?
I want to see blood. I want to see violence. I'm looking for the Bloody Monsoon, man.
Bloody Monsoon. And what do you guys think? You guys are excited? Everyone's excited to be here? Yes. All right. We are going to send it back up to John with the caller play-by-play.
Back in the Steve Levy press box right now, and as they had all those signs in the background, Travis White Lightning, Clark for Seneca Hall there. I saw one for Troy LaFave, as we mentioned before, the T-Roy LaFlava Flav.
That's a very inventive name, and I think, who was the Bloody Monsoon? Is that
Michelle the Bloody Monsoon O'Mara? That's a creative one.
That's really intense. And we see here the game makers are getting ready to bring out the tributes in just a few minutes, but until they do, seeing that, with Joe and Jared interviewing the fans, seeing the amount of excitement there is, and they even made nicknames for them. Friends or not, that's exactly what we want.
Yeah, I mean, you can see throughout as I went off the District 4 Cayuga Hall signs there, but if you look behind what is usually the student section behind the goal right there, or what is usually the goal, I have to change it up today. And you see signs for District 7, which is Fennell, District 11, which is Johnson Hall. I saw one for Waterbury Hall before. So it's all across campus. It's not just a select group of friends that are here. It is a whole and campus-wide event right now, as you can see some of the game makers are in the crowd right now, still trying to pump up this crowd. As we just saw when we sent down to Joe and Jared, the excitement is there right now, and the tributes haven't even hit the floor yet.
And I can just imagine, even though there's not as many people here as there can be, as more continue to pile in, just the sections of fans that are here to support their personal tributes here, it's going to be a huge explosion. Some big ovations are coming for apparently Travis and the Bloody Monsoon and Flavor Flav LaFave.
Flavor Flav LaFlave is that one, but as we saw before, and a lot of people, and you mentioned Travis Clark as your guy to take this one, Mike Tanzini, the fan in the stands. I also had Travis Clark to take this one, even though he is from District 9 in Waterbury. So he is in a lot of support right now for Travis.
Yeah, from our odds, we have two people that are rooting for Travis. That's more than I have otherwise. So he's a favorite to win. And with that, we're going to send it to break. But stay tuned. Myself and Chris will be here to kick off the events in just a few minutes. You're watching WTOP 10.
WTOP TV 10, Oswego, New York. I'm the kid. Come on.
Like the tributes are about to start coming down in the tunnel. They are currently standing in the tunnel, and we are going to send it to public dress announcer Shannon Rosado as she starts getting the crowd pumped up and ready to go. Over to you, Shannon.
Such as a fire or a rogue tribute, the exits are located at either end of the arena under the red exit signs. Please fasten your reversible seat belts, and keep in mind that your seat can be used as a flotation device. Please keep all limbs and external objects inside the arena at all times, as the tributes may bite. Now I think it's about time that we bring out our brave tributes. As you all know, the Capitol has collected a young man and woman from every district across campus, and they are here today to battle in a foam-filled survival match for eternal glory. Now please welcome your 2012 Oswego Hunger Games tributes. From District 1, we have Diana and Nate. Nate prides himself on his ability to set fire to the rain, and Diana's asset in the arena today will be her throwing skills. From District 2, Oneida Hall, we have Erica and Seamus. Seamus prides himself on his strength and strategy, and Erica is pretty darn quick. In District 3, Onondaga Hall, we have Macy and Joel. Joel prides himself in his cunning ability, and Macy is both an animagus and has laser beam. In District 4, Cayuga Hall, we have Michelle and Troy. Troy prides himself on his small stature, his quick wit, and his wily ability, and Michelle prides herself on her speed and intelligence. From District 5, Seneca Hall, we have no female tributes, but two very strong males, Travis and Tom. Travis prides himself on his brute strength and his deep voice, and Tom prides himself on his evasiveness. In District 6, Art Hall, we have Jamie and Brian. Brian believes he is quite cunning, and Jamie is pretty darn quick as well. District 7, Canal Hall, we have Lauren and John. John prides himself in his speed in the arena, and Lauren prides herself in her intelligence. District 8, Scales Hall, we have Mariah and Vinny. Vinny will be doing quite a lot of handcrafting today, and Mariah to pride herself in her mysteriousness. District 9, Waterbury Hall, we have Dominic and Krista. Dominic prides herself in his speed, and Krista has some fight in her. Next up, we have District 10, Riggs Hall, with Sarah and Corey. Corey's asset is his strength and his rocket boots, and Sarah prides herself on her quickness, athleticism, and intelligence. Next up, District 11, Adam and Devin from Johnson Hall. Adam's asset in the arena today will be his endurance and wit, and Devin's her stealth. And finally, last but certainly not least, we have District 12, the Mac and Sheldon Complex, with Chelsea and Kevin. Kevin prides himself on his fighting ability and his speed, and Chelsea is pretty darn clever. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2012 Oswego Hunger Games tribute.
And back here in the Steve Leader press box after the introductions of all the tributes, and John, and a lot of support right there for them, as we had heard. Cayuga Hall, Seneca Hall as loud ones. Waterbury Hall seems to take the cake, though, as being a very loud crowd section up there, and at the top of one of the sections leading right next to the tunnel. So those are the ones with a lot of support right now for the tributes.
Them, and also Johnson Hall was huge, as you hear
Yes,
the crowd. We hear the crowd is getting really into it. If you look at them all standing in the line right near where center ice would be.
And the tributes are actually going to depart for a few seconds, for a few seconds, as they are heading back off after this introduction. As you can hear in the background, the ovation, as it seems, for our tributes as they get ready to go back into the locker room right now, as we should be underway in a few minutes now for the actual first annual Oswego Fights Hunger Games.
Yeah, like I said, just because it isn't a sold-out event like the hockey game, there still are a lot of people here that made a lot of noises. You might have heard just the whole section directly in front of us is huge, and right near the visitors' goal, where hockey would be right where the student section is, a lot of support for the East Campus on Lakeside. So it's going to be very, very huge once this gets started in just a few minutes.
You see pockets in the crowd of different fans going on. As right now over the PA system, they're announcing the rules to the fans and telling them about how they can sponsor, as we talked about before, as the tributes are back into the locker room. As the game makers come out right now, they will play a form of referee and, as we said before, a game maker where they change the way the game flows throughout the course of the events. That is their job for today's match right now. But when it comes to the tributes, they have also been told the rules there in the locker room right now. We're getting ready to go. So the excitement of the introduction for them, and that's starting to wear off, and they're knowing that competition time is right around the corner.
Yeah, and it's good that they just announced that everybody in the crowd can participate. So if anybody wants to win, all they got to do is donate something, and they'll help their team win. And the better support they have, the better weapons they can get, which increases their chances. So that's good here. And I can just feel in this room the excitement. They're going through the point where they have to do the rules and stuff like that. And the second the first tribute comes out from the village again, those being Nate O'Brien and Diana, they're going to come out here. I think that things are really going to get exciting.
Yeah, and the second that they start off, the first cannon shot is, as John mentioned before, which will be the mark of a gone tribute. That's going to spark some excitement in the crowd right now. But as we mentioned before break, Travis Clark from Seneca Hall actually got a very large ovation for himself too. So, I mean, maybe it's not just Mike Tanzini in the crowd and John Mongello in the booth, who's very happy as the tributes once again are in the tunnel. They have the helmets ready. Male tributes will be wearing blue helmets. Female tributes will be wearing the reds. Get ready to be confused via Seneca Hall, though. That's going to be a back and forth when we see which one is wearing the blue and which one's wearing the red. We'll pass that on to you, the viewer.
I wonder if that discussion was handled maturely, or if they had to fight a preliminary round for that one.
Well, they don't want the fight to the death before the fight to the death. So
that would be counterproductive, wouldn't it?
It would be very counterproductive as the tributes come out, as you can start to hear the crowd in the background right now. As you see on your screen, they're led out by the game makers right now, as it is going to be Travis Clark wearing the red helmet for Seneca Hall. Tom Bonar will be wearing the blue helmet for Seneca Hall as the female tributes start rounding. And there's Travis too, getting very excited about being one of the female tributes, going around to their beginning spots, as you can hear the very intense music in the background.
I mean, Beyonce did said it, who runs the world, girls, and Travis has obviously bought into that mindset. So
Travis is leading the girl pack onto the floor as now the male tributes start taking their spot. It's going to alternate male, female going by their spot. As you can see, several of the tributes start taking their place, as Woody Troy Lefebvre doing handshakes right now to those surrounding him, trying to form a little alliance here beforehand. We'll see if that actually works or if he'll be the first to go.
And the one thing I like is they're not having their tributes in the same place stand next to each other. They're all separated by boy, girl, and across the way there seems to be their counterpart. So very, very exciting here as the dramatic music is getting everybody pumped up, including myself here. I just can't wait to get this thing started to see where this goes.
The one interesting thing to note once again about Cayuga Hall is that their tributes, Michelle and Troy, are actually on the sides right up against the boards right now. So they won't run into the center. They're going to have an odd angle going into, or being able to run around. Possibly it's a little easier for the village ones, Diana and Nate, because they have the whole widespread area behind them. So it's going to be interesting to see if they'll be able to get out of the first about 10 seconds.
And we have the official countdown. And we're going to throw it over to the sideline reporter Joe and Jared during the 60-second countdown. Guys?
Well, we're just about to start. We're sitting here where the tributes will come once they die. Who do you like to come out of this contest?
Well, I don't know. It's really heated now that we're about to start. I mean, District 9's got some tough people. I know Dominic, I've met him before. He's a tough tribute, but you've got a tough crowd out there. Everybody wants to win, so whether you look like the weakest link or the strongest one, we really don't know, but oh boy, is this exciting.
Yeah, and like you said, Dom from District 9, Travis, White Lightning from number 5. These are people who they've got the fan behind them. And the thing is yeah, they look the most athletic, but that could hurt them in the long run. All right, well, we're about to get started. We're going to send it back up to the desk.
As we have 10 seconds on the clock, 9 seconds as you can hear the crowd in the background. We are now at 5 seconds before the Hunger Games begin for the first annual one. And we are off in the Hunger Games.
And we're off.
And there they go, running back and forth. Now, it seems that everyone's just going to go hide. Troy Lefebvre is going under multiple maneuvers right now, as this is just becoming an entire stick fight on the campus center floor right now, John.
Everybody's just looking over their shoulders, a bunch of running. The guy in the middle has a shield on him. The male tribute from district number 9, that being Dominic Vitale here, heading right in front of us here with a shield. That's intense, and as you see, there's a lot of standing around right now, but you got to pace yourself. You can't just run into it.
As we see right now, there seem to be a lot of tributes who are huddled up and near each other right now. As Tom Bonar for Seneca Hall seems to be surrounded by a few right now who are actually don't seem to be killing each other, as I believe Troy Lefebvre has gone back to his hiding spot in the little mole hole that he has found. So actually, no, that is not Troy Lefebvre. That is Nate O'Brien has actually come out wearing the number 1 jersey. He has actually found the mole hole as well, as we will be referring to this entire time, as Travis Clark is now going on a full sprint across the course. And you can see Storm hitting right now, as it seems like these alliances have been broken very early.
Yeah, there's been an intense near the home goalpost over there where it would be. They've been fighting for about 5 minutes just straight now, just hitting each other, and I don't think anybody's come out with anything, but
it's a very interesting one right now, as some of the game makers are on the floor right now providing swords to some. Oh man, Macy Mahoney is getting it right now, right in front of where we are standing from the Village crew right now. Diana and Nate O'Brien going after Macy Mahoney very early in this one, maybe a little rivalry aspect in this.
And there's a chase here right there.
Right in front of us. As you can see right now, Troy Lefebvre just on the side right now. As you can see that chase happening right in front of us. Travis Clark running to the side.
Oh, and
one just went down.
Crash number 5, the tribute from
Travis
number 5.
Clark has gone down.
Travis
he gets back up and attacks Nate O'Brien. And now from Hart, it's Brian Wood going after Nate O'Brien. This is a very interesting one, as you can see, as Travis is still once again right in the thick of things.
And I think Travis knocked something off. Something flew off of the tribute from number 2, Seamus Lyman. So that was his latest victim.
As so far, we have yet to hear the actual cannon fire so far. But as we can see right now, nobody has joined Joe or Jared so far on our bench, which is usually the visitor bench for hockey games. As you can see, a lot of people running around right now just trying to gain some sort of an advantage early, but it seems, it's funny, on one side, they seem to be going to the different sides right now. Right in front of the student section, it seems to be more of a laid-back experience, but where the Zamboni entrance is for hockey games, it seems right now that a lot of people are cluttered there. This could turn into a mess within the next few seconds.
Absolutely, and Jamie Garcia, the tribute from number 6 was just handed an axe.
Oh, we just had a hit right in front of us right there, as that was Dominic Vitelli from Waterbury, and a very strong participant, as we heard about before from Joe and Jared, coming in strong very early in this contest.
Yeah, this is something that we've seen a lot of intensity on. In the corner all the way over there seems to be a fight between Michelle O'Mara and Seamus Lyman. So there's a lot of little battles going on here, but nobody's been eliminated yet, which is surprising considering this has gone on for quite a few minutes now.
As you may hear behind us right now, the PA announcer is going on. She's announcing different sponsorships that have been made to different districts. I know Johnson Hall just got a sponsorship as well. As the crowd's going crazy, as Travis Clark once again is just chasing down different tributes here.
He's chasing his own tribute, Tom.
Yeah, that seemed to be cannibalism, it seems like, by Travis Clark in the Seneca Hall. As actually, he was also going after Adam Krolikowski, too. Seems to be a very famous one. And right now, in front of the student section, here we go. We have a good one right now as the camera's pointing towards right now the away section. See Brian Wood in the middle of the screen with a huge green block shield that he has. Hopefully that will be able to aid him a little bit. And as he just with an amazing hit there, actually knocked off part of his pool noodle too. So
over in the corner, there's the strategy of not doing anything and hoping to win is prevailing. So we'll see how long that lasts for them.
There is definitely an alliance being made right in the corner right now. It seems to be all the female tributes minus Travis Clark, or a bunch of them seem to be right now in front of where the opposite end from the student section, as we have on the other side Travis Clark yet again. Calm down, Travis. Oh, he just jumped over the median. Oh man, Travis Clark's out, and right in front of the visitor locker room, Brian Wood has taken down, it looks like he has taken down a tribute. We have one that seems to be done. It looks like Diane Lankowski from the Village. She is down. The first of the match has gone down. We have one down, and hopefully in a few seconds we'll send it to Jared and Joe who will be able to talk to her about this as there's the cannon fire in the background.
That was actually Macy Mahoney from Onondaga is the first victim down.
I'm sorry about that. Macy Mahoney goes in there too. That's actually, we have 2 down right now. 2 down as both Diana and Macy, as we're going to go talk to Jared and Joe right now, who do have Macy Mahoney from Onondaga Hall. Guys, down to you.
Our first district from District 3, Macy, our first tribute. What happened out there?
I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm sorry. It's just like they were coming at me so hard, and I'm just like, I can't do it.
Were you able, how'd you feel about, were you able to like attack anyone else, or did you really just kind of get slow off the start?
I kind of went for it, but I knew that I needed to back off because I stood no chance. So.
Stood no chance. Well, hey, you never know. You may not be out of it because I guess apparently the way it works is that you can be sponsored.
Yeah.
And somebody from your district, and somebody else just went down. Okay, we have another tribute. I'm going to hand it off to Joe.
Hi, what's your name?
Diana.
Diana, what's it like out there?
It's pretty rough. I mean, I got this kid was beating the shit out of me.
Were you the one right here that was just he was quite ferocious, I must say. That was we couldn't even believe, but I mean, hey, you know, I don't know if you've been told there's a possibility you can get sponsored to be reborn.
I already had an extra life.
Oh, well, hey, you know what? There's a chance you get another, but hey, best of luck to you. Hang in there, and got to watch out for people like him, certainly. Jared.
I'm now here with Erica and Lauren, who have just recently.
Right now, to us in the campus, or in the Steve Levy press box, as we have 4 tributes gone, 5 now. Travis Clark has gone down, the favorite there. He is standing on the side. Actually took an entire spill down the middle as we sent it to Joe and Jared. So Travis Clark, fan favorite from Seneca Hall, has gone down. The leader of the female group is gone.
Yeah, he just fell and crashed and burned right in front of us, and you could hear the loud smack everywhere. It's turning into a slobber knocker out here, and the Alliance is moving slowly but surely around. And
John, as you can see on the screen, Travis seems to be very exhausted right now after this.
Well, he's the only one running around like a chicken with his head cut off, so he obviously wanted to win it, and unfortunately that very aggressive style did not pay off for him.
And we have a bunch of tributes down here, Joe and Jared, right now. I mean, we have 5 gone right now, as it seems, as Travis Clark is going to join them soon enough. And right in front of the student section, you can hear them get loud as a little fight breaks out between 3 of the tributes. Nate O'Brien, also in front of the student section, is pestering Mariah Smith from Scales Hall, too, as they start going at it as well. As you can see, right on the screen.
That
Dominic Vitale goes down right on your screen there. An amazing hit so far here in the Hunger Games.
This is insane. You see people jumping over things. The crowd explodes when they're supposed to. Everybody is into this event, including myself.
This is a lot more fun than I could have ever expected this to be. As you can see right now, it's going on. It's quiet down a little, as it seems right now that Mariah Smith is knocked out for Scales. She has taken her helmet off in disappointment, as she is going to go towards the bench where Joe and Jared are, as she joins the rest of her crew, as Travis Clark is also making his way onto the bench slow and steadily, trying to go down.
Eventually, Travis looks like he's
Travis is
limping
going
a
into
little bit.
the crowd. He's just going to go relax with his friends in the crowd for a little while, not even wanting to talk to the media after this one.
That's kind of a sore loser, I guess, Travis.
Talk to us at least, Travis. Oh, no, he's handshaking all his supporters at least and giving a little there. As you can see right now on your screen, this is the far end, the Zamboni entrance for hockey games. And all the way in the back, you can see several of the players fighting right behind the blue cardboard statue, which is usually where the home goalie defends for 2 periods. We don't be seeing the same alliances that we've had before. Just seems like every once in a while a little bit pops up and then it will pop down, as they are now in the crowd asking Travis Clark to come over towards the bench, as they would like him to start talking.
Yes, Travis makes his way over there. We see the only alliance has been moved to the student section. Now there's a little bit of a battle here between the...
Oh, right in front.
Oh, and somebody goes down.
We've had a few right now. Oh, we seem to have one just down lying on the ground here.
Chelsea Smith is the most recent to be eliminated.
Jonathan Sazar holds over the latest victim and seems to be crying up to the air a few seconds ago, as then he goes after Brian Wood, who did knock out his friend. It seems right now that Vincent Kovac of Scales has gone down too. That knocks out the entire Scales Hall department.
Well, you know, I mean, Scales is had a lot of supporters here, but unfortunately couldn't do enough because they're out of this competition.
In the corner, sorry to cut you off, we do have Nate O'Brien, he seems to be arguing with the game makers. He is eliminated. Goodbye to the village as well. Nate O'Brien, a fun spectacular so far watching him. Goes down as, and right now you can see in front there, talking to some of the game makers, trying to talk about what is going on to the game makers. So you can see right now, but also back towards the an away bench right now where Joe and Jared are standing right now with yet another tribute that has gone down. Guys, over to you.
All right, what is your name?
Vincent Kovac.
What district were you from?
District 8.
District 8. It kind of seemed like a lot of the males were going after the females quite often and early. What do you have to say about that?
It's a strategy, you know. I mean, not that girls are weaker than guys in general, but I feel a lot of guys felt like that maybe they'd be easier to prey upon.
And, I mean, was it a disappointing to make it? Or, I mean, you kind of left a little early. There's still a lot of competition out there. Is that you a little disappointed?
I was a little disappointed. I wasn't watching my back very closely. No excuses, though. It is
no excuses. All right, well, hey, you made it past a lot of other people, and there was some stiff competition out there, so we're going to send it back up to you guys.
Just in the Steve Levy press box, and John, we're just going to go over a little bit of the sponsors, as there seems to be still a lot of alliances forming. District 4, and it seems like Joel Tyrell from District 3 is also part of this little alliance that has been made. But John, just a little bit about the sponsorships that we have been hearing over the PA system.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of students have been sponsoring, but there's a lot of businesses that have been sponsoring this as well. It's a huge event, both in here on campus and in the community. Some on-campus Res Life and Auxiliary Services have contributed, but also the Rivers End Bookstore and Chase Bank, a big one, has been contributing to this event. So it's huge, and it's great to have some of this support out here for an event like this.
And that's what it all comes down to. It comes to the sponsorships and those who can really help out the community right now. And it's a fun event for the students right now at SUNY Oswego, but at the same time, they are handing back to the town that really does help support them throughout the entire year. But right now you can see right in the middle of the screen, and a few have gone down. Brian Wood is back again right in the middle of this. He has been a very intense competitor for Hart Hall so far.
Oh yeah, he's been one of the people that he runs and guns. He knows when to stay reserved. He knows when to attack. He's one of the smarter competitors.
He does not look happy though, walking around the center. And as we see in the corner right now, seems to be Joel Tyrell, and it seems to be going out with another one. And Joel Tyrell is gone, and he got hit after the fact too. You might see a little retaliation. Is Joe gone? Oh no, they're saying Joe is still in this right now.
His little target is just hanging on by a throat.
We actually do have a replay of this one. Let's send it over to this replay. Just being hit, and that, as you said, just staying on his left shoulder as the game makers go to check it. On both sides there, a huge hit as Troy Lefebvre, you can see in the background, just standing on watching this, not even waiting, as it seems to be all the way in the far corner. Just want to mention Cayuga Hall seems to be definitely forming an alliance, something that they've been talking about for the last few weeks now. But on the center of your screen, as you can hear, yet another one goes off and bite the dust as Brian Wood of Hart Hall has gone down as they announce his name there. So Brian Wood is gone after a very stiff competition from him.
Yeah, we just talked about him. We just talked to him a few minutes ago, and now he's one of the gone. So it's really quick how fast this can change.
As you can see, many of the tributes right now have been going down so far. And as you can see right now in the middle of the screen, it just seems to be a little walking around. As you can see, it seems like this is, as more tributes leave, it's becoming a lot more players backing up, knowing that they have more of a chance to win this and don't want to leave the arena floor right now. So as the game makers start talking about what they can do to improve this, and the competitors themselves have getting a little more competitive as this goes along.
And we are at the halfway point here. There started with 24. There are now 12 tributes remaining out here on the floor, and it's going to be intense to see as these alliances start to wean down who's going to betray who and who's going to ultimately win the $50 cash prize and win this thing.
Sarah and Devin from Riggs and Johnson Hall seem to be forming a little alliance. They go after Troy Lefebvre now on the far side. As Troy Lefebvre still seems to be, and he's getting attacked.
Nice.
Everybody going after Troy Lefebvre, and he stays alive. And he is still alive. Troy Lefebvre, for the longest time, getting attacked by 3 different tributes, 2 of them being Sarah and Christina. And we have a replay right now, as you can see,
just
running. Holding that. I'm right behind him. They kept hitting the
It's
target.
that shield. That shield has been working wonders for him. His hiding and that shield have proved wonders for him as he's somehow still alive with all of his targets intact.
And he is a fierce competitor so far. He's been wanting to do this for a while. Michelle, the Bloody Monsoon O'Mara, described this as a dream come true last night when we were talking to her for WTOP. So, and Michelle right now wants to stay in. And right now, it's funny. The left side seems from the press box. Actually, we're going to go to Joe and Jared right now with yet another down tribute. Guys, over to you.
All right, and we're back here. We have a tribute here. A little hostile, it seemed like earlier. What was the problem out there?
She ripped my little Ruru poster down. Ain't no one messing with little Ruru.
Who was it? Do we have a district, or was it just it's the heat of battle? I know it's probably tough to.
I think it was 9, wherever 9 is.
Anybody out there we're rooting for, or are we just kind of winging it here?
I want Troy. He was in alliance with me. Where he is? Right over there. He has to win. He has to win.
Oh wow! Look at that! Look at that heat of the battle over there. It's getting intense, folks. We're gonna set it back up to the box now.
As you just noticed, Joe Tyrell being the one who seemed to be an attack. It seems that Johnson, Adam, and Devin, and Sarah from Riggs have formed an alliance right now, and they're sporadically going after different tributes. We saw it with Troy LaFave before. Right now, as you can see the replay in just a second, right here, and Joel Tyrell right in front of what we call the mole hole, and is just getting whacked back and forth. No help there from the tribute standing at dead center. And luckily, his little cross stays on his arm, as he has. It seems that he has both of them right now. Joel Tyrell still has both of his targets on. He is he has to be excited, but at the same time, and that little montage of Johnson and Riggs seems to be going. They seem to have added another one to their group. I don't know which one this is. It is actually it's Seamus Lehman from Oneida Hall has seemed to decide this. So, and right now, a lot of this, as they are talking, the game makers right now are getting a little more tricky right now as they try and change the game up as it goes along.
A lot of these alliances are leaving some of the competition stand still, so we're going to have to see if this can pick up soon.
Uh-oh, we just had two just came right back on.
Just came back in.
What is this that we are seeing?
Travis Clark is back on.
I don't think he can. No, he is just part of the game makers plan. They have released the Travis Clark
and Brian would have jumped back into this thing now.
Vincent Kovac has also jumped back in for scales. He is running around right now, and they cannot be eliminated. But right now, what they are trying to do is just take down, and they seem to be going right after Adam Krolakowski of Johnson Hall, trying to break up that little alliance. And Sarah and Devin still seem to be together, but they have let Adam stand for himself, as these guys right now are really going after it. It's Vincent and Travis Clark are really going after
Travis has them lined up right in front of us here. They're ripping at it, but I don't think they got anything.
As once again, Joel Tyrell just
nice
stands
evasive
there
right into Travis, and he gets past him. Travis Clark using his strength and speed and his deep voice to his advantage here to try to take down the number 11 male tribute, Adam Krolakowski.
Well, this is perfect for the game makers to put him in, as you didn't see right now, because Travis Clark, White Lightning Clark, was running around wildly. It's just very difficult for him while still having to try and stay alive. He doesn't have that worry on him anymore, so Travis Clark just being able to be the White Lightning and run around, as they seem to have taken down Adam Krolakowski.
And
he seems to be adding, by the looks of it, he seems to be down. Travis and Vincent have done their jobs. Yet another tribute goes down. Johnson Hall sees their first victim. It's Adam Krolakowski. Will Devin and Sarah remain close friends in this one for the time being? It seems like that will be the case, but right now, and as you see on your screen, Tom Bonar, Seneca Hall, as there is the cannon yet again, and another one bites the dust from Queen. Right now, District 11, as they're announcing, Adam Krolakowski is out of the competition.
Yeah, he was one of the people. He joined an alliance. He was very sneaky, and when Travis White Lightning just went out there and shocked him.
We're seeing, this looks like it's not a replay of what you're about to see. Joel Tyrell, they are lining him up right now.
It's cornered.
Here he goes, right in front of the mole hole. Will he use it? Oh, no, he is fighting back this time. This is...
And there was somebody's target fell off. I'm not sure whose it is. It's probably Joe's, but he's standing right in front of us here.
We did have an announcement that Adam Krolakowski has respawned. Adam Krolakowski is back in the competition right now with weapons ready to go.
He comes in with a sword now. Apparently he has the support of the fans, because as soon as he was eliminated, he's right back in. So it looks like just on fan support, he was the new favorite to win this competition.
Yeah, Krolakowski having a very stiff competition right now. As many of the trivia standing and watching, as we talked to Nate O'Brien before, Joe and Jared, I mentioned him, as you can see, run right in front of us. Joel Tyrell goes right after him. They are not going to allow any. Joel Tyrell is very tired right now. Not going to allow people to go after him anymore as Troy LaFave seems to be coming from behind. What is this? Do they notice Troy's coming? Oh, they just ran him out of the way. That was Dominic Vitale that they seem to have gone after there. As Troy tried to move it, a little sneak move. Tom Bonart of Seneca Hall is gone too. Seneca, goodbye. Travis Clark and Tom have both gone by. Oh, sheesh. Dominic Vitale just tried to jump over one of the cardboard things. And here
right
it is
in
once
front
again.
of us, Joel now is getting attacked
Again,
by
Joel is
3 tributes here, using 2 half pool noodles to defend
He
himself.
only has one left.
Oh, and he falls down, and everybody's going after him.
Oh, everybody goes after Joel Tyrell. He has one thing left. That was an amazing play, one of the memorial plays that we see right now from the Hunger Games so far.
And you better watch his left side because
we actually do have a replay, and here we go. They're going after him, and Joel goes down, starts getting attacked from behind. He says, I'll have none of that, as he starts going after the tributes that have attacked him. So right now you see some alliances being formed, but very stiff rivalries. Which ones will be stronger, the alliances or the rivalries as we wind down?
And apparently Joel has some sort of godlike powers, because even with getting 5 people attacking him on the ground, he did not lose a single target.
Right in front of the student section right now, they are back at Joel Tyrell. I do not know why Joel Tyrell seems to be going down, as Christina Jennings and Dominic Vitale have both gone after him, and right now Dominic and Joel are going at each other right in front, as you see on your screen right now.
And back
Also
on the left side, Troy's getting attacked here.
Troy LaFave has one of his knocked off. Troy LaFave is down to his last one of his marks on his arms. The right one is still there. The left one has fallen off. And that was courtesy of Elliot Atlan from Riggs. Up. They try to go after Troy again. Troy has none of that.
Troy and Joel here seem to have some sort of support from a higher being, like I said, because no matter how often they get assaulted, they just can't get eliminated.
Now, as you can see, Troy LaFave on your screen right now, trying to catch his breath right now. This is a very intense competition, as his tribute co-partner Michelle O'Mara is standing right in front of her fan section there in the student section. So both of them right across from each other, trying to find each other, but also at the same time trying to watch out. And watch out over here, as you can see, Christina Jennings, off your camera right now, seems to be making her way towards Michelle O'Mara, and then a quick nod actually towards Michelle, and they have had it. Watch out, Troy LaFave. The ones that have gone after Joel for a while seem to be looking at Troy LaFave, and they seem to be ready to go. They've backed off for a little while, as they seem to be going after the mole hole. Somebody's in the mole hole, and that is Elliot Atlan is in the mole hole right now. Possibly was waiting for Troy LaFave to come out, but
and
watch out.
This alliance is getting huge. There seems to be 5 people in here. And then
Seamus Lyman is back again with them.
Seamus Lyman is back.
And you have all of
and he just went and pulled one off. He pulled one off. Sneak attack by Seamus, and he has eliminated.
Adam Krolikowski is once again gone. We have
He's
a replay right now.
And if you look at this here, the replay that's coming on, he looked like he was talking with them, looked like he was a member of their alliance. He just comes on and rips the remaining one off of Kolakowski. A beautiful move there. The first time we've seen some sort of deception in this game, and it's really starting to get heated.
Well, we talked about this in the pregame about how this is a possibility, as now Seamus is by himself. Will this actually doom him in the end, as Joel Tyrell is going after the alliance from before, and he just went after Elliot Altland, so Joel Tyrell is having none of this as well. And right in front of the student section, it's O'Mara, LaFave, and Tyrell just waiting for something to happen, as they seem to all be with each other, as you see right now at the center. And this is actually surprising. A new alliance is forming, but Atlan and Seamus actually seem to be talking to each other again. The 4 of them are talking again now without Krolikowski, so it seems like Krolikowski was always targeted in this one. They're just waiting for the perfect time to take him down.
And it looks like they're going after their next target. They all seem to be heading towards the one guy in the middle.
And the crowd is waiting for this one. This is going to be a very interesting one, as you see him run away right now. As Joel Tyrell even looks at him. That is from District 9. That's Dominic Vitale. One of his own partners from District 9, Waterbury Hall, was actually wanting to go after him. As you can hear yet again, it goes down as that is for Krolikowski. And the cannon goes off, and another one bites. It does start playing in the Campus Center arena.
Yeah, and it's incredible. All the action has moved just to the right side near the student section, on the middle, as the game makers have actually blocked off the left side here.
Oh, right in front now. Oh man,
agility.
Dominic Vitale just getting away. I do like how Krolikowski had wit down as one of his strengths. He got outwitted though by Seamus Lehman.
Isn't it ironic when that stuff happens.
Gotta love irony.
Yes, you do.
At the same time, we have a very female-oriented alliance, and still between Sarah Herbrand and Devin Storment. These two right now are just really working together. They seem to be joining different alliances as the competition moves along, but still, that Cayuga and Onondaga alliance has been very quiet at times. We've seen Joel Tyrell getting attacked. He really hasn't been the instigator in these events. They also seem to be having Jamie Garcia from Hart Hall has seemed to have joined this alliance. This is a surprise, though, because going in, you could feel that Joel, Michelle, and Troy would be in the alliance. Jamie seems to have popped out of nowhere as one who has come to their rescue as well.
Yeah, just at this point, people are just trying to pick the best place for them to win. So if Jamie feels like this new alliance has her set up to win the most, then of course she's going to do it here. And we have a lot of dormant people out there, maybe strategizing, trying to attack, and the alliance is concerned who's to go after next. And it's quite interesting.
We have another one.
Somebody
Watch
gets
this right
back
in
in,
front
they're
of us.
running. Oh! As they
Down
rip it
two,
out,
not in
it's
the
intense
competition.
here.
Oh, and they're going after this alliance again. Also, the Game Makers have closed off half the arena. This is getting intense right now. And a lot of fun as they are finding it is Diana.
Mariah Smith runs back in.
Oh, man, this is a absolute fun one out. Troy Lefebvre has run to the other side. They're telling me he's not allowed there. The Game Makers have lowered the amount of space in which they are allowed to run. Now the Zamboni area side of the arena is not allowed. And the cat fight, as we're going to call it, is right now here on your replays. You can see from behind. That was actually my mistake. That
Mariah
was Mariah
Smith just runs out, and it goes after Sarah Herbrand. So Sarah got her first taste of action here, and luckily she was able to fight off the returning Mariah Smith.
And yet an amazing one from the Game Makers. They have made this a lot of fun. As you mentioned before, this place was packed up, and a lot of people have also filed in during this event too. So a lot of fun in the Campus Center Arena as we are a half hour into this event.
Yeah, as you see Devin Storment in there looking for someplace to go on your screen, trying to find her alliance maybe.
Oh, right now.
Oh,
they're going after Troy
right
Simons. Oh, Joel Tyrell to the rescue of Troy Lefebvre. This is definitely an alliance. Michelle O'Mara, though, is being followed by Elliot Altland, as she does notice it now as they start fighting. Michelle is staying on. Michelle is still alive. She makes sure she saw him following her for a while now. So Michelle had to watch out for that one. As right now, and once again, they're going after Seamus. Seamus is definitely an enemy of the Cayuga Onondaga and what seems to also be Hart alliance that has formed between Troy Lefebvre, Joel Tyrell, and Michelle O'Mara. Jamie Garcia seems to be out of this right now. She just does not seem to be part of the alliance anymore. She's walking around with another cool group of girls, it seems.
I see this big alliance coming through full of pool noodles. And
we are only half of the arena is allowed now as they move to the red line. Nope, they're moving all the way to the blue line. The offensive zone is now where it's allowed. This is going to get intense and possibly end really soon. Troy Lefebvre goes down. That is it for Cayuga Halls. Troy Lefebvre, he has lasted
it's a
very
huge
long.
competition right from
and
the
a
student
huge
section
competition.
here. And Joel goes down. Back-to-back
Joel.
eliminations. Troy and Joel, the two most conservative people with a lot of fan favorite here, go down swinging. At least they fought. And Joel, who had a lot of double teams, triple teams, quadruple teams even, finally meets his match. Great job from Troy and Joel.
Best friends throughout this entire match. It seems like that big three of O'Mara, Lefebvre, and Tyrell really came through in this one. But two of them are gone, so now O'Mara has to fend for himself as she is just standing in the corner alone. As you see on your screen right now is Elliot Outland and just going down right now and trying to take down all of them. And it seems like Jamie Garcia has met her end. She is talking to the Game Makers right now. Is she out or just looking forward? Wait a second. Troy Lefebvre is back. Troy Lefebvre is actually still here. And now they're about to rip it off, and they did.
Now,
he's down
now
again.
He's done.
Troy Lefebvre is down again, so he came in as quick as he came back in. He went back down as they start the horn for Joel Tyrell as his friend Michelle O'Mara is being followed
Michelle
right now.
Nice
Michelle O'Mara
moves,
is gone.
and
Good
she's
night.
done. Michelle O'Mara back-to-back Cayuga
The bloody monsoon, but here is a replay right now of what just happened as you can start to see them going around and crazy right now of what is going on the floor. So these tributes are trying to figure out. But right now we have Joe and Jared with other. Actually, it seems like they have fans in the stands. Guys, over to you.
Well, this has been exciting. We are now down to only down to a third of the arena. We've got at least 15 tributes down. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left.
And there's not a lot of room there, Jared.
And the Capital District, they've released the dogs. They've released everything at them. I think they're about ready to release the fire. there's some kind of alliance going on between the 9, 10, and 11 district females. It kind of almost seems like they would rather represent the females than their own district.
Oh, this is getting tense. We had a female dog fight over there.
Yeah, there was some swinging going on there. But listen, there's a couple. We got District 9. We got Dom from District 9 who people are coming after. Hey, we've got right here.
District 2.
There we go. Hey, it's getting frisky in there. We've got 9. We've got 2. We've got number 10, who's actually been very strong today. He's got many different kills. But it kind of seems like the females that are left are kind of coming together. What do you think about that, Joe?
Yeah, it's getting quite tense. I mean, you keep narrowing the field here. It's going to get to a point where you're just going to have everybody on top of each other. So I can't wait to see how this ends.
And if you look at it, the male from District 9, the guy from District 9 just turned on District 2. That was a move.
Game changer.
Game changer. Hey, we're going to see if we can get number 2 over here. District 2. Go get him. We're going to see if we can get District 2 over there because he was 100% under the influence. He was under the influence that he was with District 10. That is just, I mean, it's a ballsy move, but it may pay off.
He's back.
He is back. I guess he had a sponsorship. He had 1 life to go. But District 2 is coming in, and he looks fired. He is going after 10. All right, we are going to send it back up to them.
Back again in Steve Lee press box as Michelle O'Mara from Cayuga Hall is also back in this competition here. As you can see, Seamus Lehman has come back.
Seamus right in front.
Did Seamus go down again? No, they're saying that Seamus is still allowed to. So they're going to go, this seems to be a fight right now.
This is intense. Now, Seamus and Michelle were both eliminated during that, and both have been brought back via sponsors or game maker discretion. Regardless of why they're back, they are here, and they are they're favored to win now as they've been given second life.
This crowd is very intense right now. Right behind Michelle O'Mara, you can see a lot of the crowd getting into it, but that's exactly what they want, the crowd to get into this, to really affect the gameplay. When you've seen this before with many of the tributes coming back into this one.
Yeah, and as you mentioned before, the game makers have gone short of 3 times from center ice to a quarter ice, and now they're right on the blue line here where the offense would be allowed in hockey, right here on the visitor side.
It's men versus women. Watch this. 4, 9, 10, 11 are going after the men. This is going to be a battle of the sexes.
Let's see. And Seamus is running. He's going in.
After him. Down goes Seamus. 2 men, 4 women.
And here come some more guys coming in.
They're going after Michelle. Oh, man, it's Jonathan Sazar, who has been gone from Fennell. He is
Kevin
there.
Pensick is also back in.
Elliot Outland is back. This is going to be a problem now when it comes to this battle of the sexes right now. As Sarah Herbrand has hit the ground, she gets back up too. She is still alive, but her weapons have actually gone past the game makers. So she has to go find some new ones. It's still 4-on-2 right now, men and women. Let's see how this one will end up as the horn goes off for Seamus Lehman. And here we go with another replay for you guys. See right now, right on the floor. I'm taking her equipment and
he just
throwing it.
Just ripped her noodles right out of her hand and threw them away. And I mean, she quickly got up and got some new ones, but still.
Got her noodles back. But this is going to be a very intense ending right now as the guys are trying to match up with each other. Dominic Vitale, Elliot Otland, those guys are back. It is Michelle O'Mara, and then Christina Jennings, Sarah Herbrand, and Devin Storment are all together in this as well. A lot of nodding going on. Yeah, right now we see Michelle and Christina about to go, as they seem to be either they're hunting down or they're going to try and form another little alliance. As right now we might see another male going towards the alliance, as it seems groups of 2 right now. But 10 and 9, Downing Vitale and Elliot Outland have seemed to actually be going against each other instead of fighting the force of the women.
And now we saw there was a man versus woman alliance, and now it seems that they're kind of joining forces here, as both members from Riggs, Elliot Outland and Sarah Herbrand, have been talking together, and they've joined forces with Devin Storant from Johnson. So it's a 3-on-2 alliance, as somebody was just called back into it.
Oh, man, it's very interesting right now the way this will be played right now, and it seems like right now, though, that Dominic Vitale is all alone by himself. It seems like the girls have split a little bit into their original formation of alliance, while Michelle O'Mara and it looks like Christina Jennings are all alone in their little one. As right now, they just keep going after Dominic Vitelli. He has no luck in this competition.
It's like a ring around the rosy. They're just walking around that barrier there. Nothing's happening as he jumps over it.
Luckily, he was able to make that leap right there. So he is one who will definitely be able to stay around for a while if he making leaps like that.
It's getting to the point where when will the alliances end? Will we have another Sheamus?
No, we might just have one. Michelle O'Mara stays in by just a little thread there on her target. So you can see right now on the screen.
And he rips the sword out of her hand. And he picks up the noodle. It's intense going on over here, right in front of us. It is a bloodbath, people.
It's now a standing ovation. Who would have thought that something like this would have gotten this intense? The game makers must be very excited.
Elliot Artland is done.
Waterbury Alliance now. Christina and Dominic are starting to form another alliance. As right now, they have knocked out all the other ones. Elliot Artland seems to be going towards the benches. There's one blue helmet left, 4 red helmets left. That means 4 females, 1 male left. And no, Travis Clark is not part of either or any of those.
That would have been funny if Travis was the only female left. But in here, the gong goes off, officially signaling the end of Mr. Artland's reign. Although he did have a very, very big influence on the happenings of this event.
No, absolutely going down and right now, as it seems no more lives will be given out. This is final now, final death match for these competitors right here.
And everybody, those participating in a very, very good competition here. A lot of fun. Everybody put their hearts into it, and may the best person win at this point.
This is a great competition. And right now, as we see a 3-on-2 alliance right now, seems like Sarah Herbrand and Devin Storman are by themselves. The rest of them are together as Michelle O'Mara starts going after Storman. Let's see what happens now. As Michelle going hard against Storman.
She's going around, almost knocked her.
They're going to go right now, right after each other.
As he comes out of nowhere, knocks it off. Knocks the sword down.
Sword down.
Devin Storm is getting attacked by 2 competitors.
It's on her chin.
That is
on her chin.
I don't know if headshots are legal, but it's going to have to be.
The crowd doesn't seem to like that at all. As now Michelle O'Mara is just by herself in the corner as everybody else is going to fight. She's just going to let him fight for a little while. This has been her game plan the entire time. As a sword is about to be introduced to District 10, Sarah Herbrand gets a sword, and she's going after District 9's Dominic Vitelli.
And in case you just missed it, Krista Jennings has been eliminated. The female Waterbury counterpart was just eliminated.
No more Waterbury Alliance now, as it seems that has been broken and reintroduced about 4 to 5 times so far in just the last 10 minutes alone.
And we are in the final 4 here. There's one guy left, Dominic Vitale from Waterbury. And he seems to be the favorite to win here. As I can only imagine that the girls are going to team up here to try to take him down.
The crowd is chanting now. This is going to be a very interesting finish, as a sword has just been introduced once again to.
And the crowd goes up as she
Devin
raises
Storman.
it. That goes to Devin Storm, raises the sword into the air, and they look like they're going to begin their attack against Dominic Vitale.
It's Storman versus Vitale, Herbrand versus O'Mara. Let's see what happens now as they start going now. They're going after Michelle O'Mara. This is not good. From behind Vitale. Instead he goes after Devin Storman.
As Michelle's running across here.
Does she have both of her still? No, she just has one left.
She has one of her right shoulder still intact.
And that's what we see now. A lot of the right shoulder ones have remained. The left shoulder ones seem to have been knocked off for almost all of our competitors here. As John has mentioned, we are in the final 4 right now. We're about 45 minutes into competition right now. And this is still a very exciting event during the Move Marathon weekend.
And just a quick reminder, Michelle O'Mara was previously eliminated and was brought back to life by her supporters. So she should really take that advantage. Not everybody has more than one attempt, so she should use that to her advantage.
As right now, as we talked about beforehand about this, as right now you see Michelle O'Mara and Devin Storman going after each other again. These two are going to waste no time, as Michelle, every time she runs away, keeps checking her arm to make sure that that her target is still there. And every time it is there. And right now, once again, no more lives are allowed for payment. It is all right now. This is final right now. So everybody is on their own. As you can see right now, the alliances seem to be changing by the second, John.
Yeah, we just saw Vitale. He narrowly avoided elimination there.
Michelle's
going after Michelle. She's getting attacked from all sides here, but she seems to be on Vitale's side. He just let her run right behind her.
Yeah, they went. She ran behind. Didn't even attempt to go after him. She just kind of went by and was very lucky to have
Well,
not had that. And right now, once again, Sarah Herbrand, Michelle O'Mara about to go after each other. Dominic Vitelli, Devin Stormont now as they go after each other, and a sword is being introduced. And we're not sure which tribute this one is for as the game makers go to make it. But Michelle is about to
Michelle's
move
getting
up from the side.
attacked,
She
and
gets
she's
hit.
running around.
Oh, Michelle O'Mara is down.
And
We are down
she's
to the
done.
final.
Michelle O'Mara, everybody, is eliminated for the second and final time. Great job by Michelle.
Vitali's sword was just knocked out of his hands. He picks up another noodle instead. So right now, final three, Sarah Herbrand, Devin Stormont, and Dominic Vitali. Let's see, as we talked about before, when it was sent to Jared and Joe, they said Vitali was going to be a strong competitor this entire time. They have gotten this one right.
Like I said, everybody, Dominic seems to be the fan favorite to win this thing right now. So we're going to see if he can give the fans what they want.
Men versus women, once again, it's a 2-on-1 competition. So let's see right now, as they seem to be, as Herbrand and Stormont seem to be going after Vitali. They want this to be a final one for the women, as Vitali just keeps his target on. And luckily so far that the tributes haven't had their targets fallen off so far by accident. He seems to be staying on very well, as there's the horn for Michelle O'Mara.
And surprisingly, nobody's gotten a Nerf gun introduced in this entire competition. If it can be introduced this late, it would not be a very bad idea to introduce that weapon to help your fan favorite here.
Anything to knock the target off, but right now, right in front of the student section, once again, Herbrand, Stormont against Vitali as he tries to run away. Only has a little while to go. Seemed to have almost slipped there as he slid across the arena floor. And still, even without the ice,
he's running across, he's getting attacked, and he gets through yet again.
This could last for hours the way that he's being able to run through. Maybe the females should just start going after each other the way that this one looks. They hit him again, and it still doesn't fall down.
He's got to watch his back as he's getting attacked viciously by Sarah Herbrand from Riggs.
They have hit his left arm about 20 times now. That right arm is still intact, though. It's a very fun competition to watch. As right now they keep going, and it's still on.
He's trying to rip the swords out. They're not real swords, so it won't cut his hands. So that's a very good strategy, just rip the weapons out of their hands. He should be stronger than them. He should be stronger than them, so he should use that to his advantage.
This goes any further, they might start introducing real swords, John, as to see if this will actually knock it off. As they are standing within feet of him, one of the noodles just hit one of the game makers. That might cause something to happen.
Very smart strategy, shifting to his right while using his left shoulder, which has no stake in this whatsoever anymore for them to hit. Very good strategy, as he's very determined to win this thing.
And it's all in the blocking right now as the student section stand behind him, giving them all their support. And even if their districts are out of this competition, this has just been a lot of fun so far. As right now, I mean, once again, Sarah Herbrand against Dominic Vitelli. The women are not going after each other. They're giving them more room.
And the other, oh no, and here we go. The game makers are backing up here.
They're allowing the former tributes back into the competition in just a few seconds. As we are going to go down to the sideline right now. We have an interview. Guys, go.
Everyone's dead.
It looks like we're gonna have a massive attack.
It looks like every tribute that is going in as probably some kind of weather object or something like that. But there's only 3 tributes left. There's 2 females, there's 1 male, and it definitely looks like the 2 females are on the same side right now. It'll be. Oh! He's good.
Oh my goodness,
He got
Jared,
after that. He's. And they are gone. Oh my God. We're sending it back up to you guys.
They have released all the tributes. We
it's intense right here. Everybody eliminated is back into this thing now.
They're slowly moving very methodically across the campus center arena floor right now. This is going to be a very interesting affair as they seem to be going back now. It's just a few seconds as one got knocked down right at the center. A few game makers are standing around right now waiting for this to happen. As you just saw a replay of them coming in. And it seems right now that one is knocked down. So the game makers are surrounded right now.
And standing right in the middle, waiting an attack, holding a sword and a noodle, is the number 11 female tribute, Devin Storrent. And the game makers seem to be standing around a downed competitor here in the middle.
But one thing to notice, John, is Dominic Vitelli is no longer on the floor.
Dominic Vitelli has walked off.
He is gone.
And as you saw, everybody, when all the former tributes ran out, he was the first victim. They all went to him, and he couldn't escape 13 people attacking him. And she seemed to be down, but she's back in, and we're in the
All right, we're going to go back down to Joe and Jared to find out what actually happened to Dominic Vitale. Right now, we are sending it down to them in just a few seconds once they get Dominic. But right now, you're going to see right at the center, it is Herbrand and Stormont and trying to fight each other as one of them has actually just walked away. That is Devin Stormont, as you can hear the horn yet again. That is for Dominic Vitale as he goes off. It is down to a two-man competition, or two-women competition, I should say, right now. But it seems like now Joe and Jared have not gotten in touch with Dominic Vitale. So right now we are going to just watch this final because this could last only a few seconds possibly. So we're going to keep it up here for the time being as we're going to see what the game makers do as they're just standing 5 feet away from each other talking right now. Either smack talk or joking around. We did not tell either one which one is happening.
Well, they were in alliance
Here they go.
and they're going after it.
Which one will
Sarah
fall
Herbert
first?
and Devin Storm to the final
Large.
two, and the Storms are clashing here. Really intense, and it's aggressive here.
Right up against
she's
her.
ripping up. We have a winner. That's it.
It is going to be Sarah Herbrand as your winner right now of the first ever. And here we go. The replay of this final kill. We'll send it in just a second before this little ceremony that'll take place. As you see right now, Herbrand and just wildly flinging her arms, gets up against, or gets
She was aggressive
Stormont.
the whole time. She just reaches her hand in eventually and just rips off that final target.
As do we have a winner? As the game makers seem to be confused as what's happening right now. We do. It seems like we have a winner right now. And it seems to be Sarah Herbrand will be your winner as Devin Stormont is announced as leaving. Crowd doesn't seem to be in 100% support of that. Now they're starting there.
And we're going to bib.
And it seems like we do have something going on. It's going to be very interesting with an event like this where the rules can change instantly to try and find out. We're going to send it to Joe and Jared to find out what just happened. Guys, down to you.
Here with Dom from District 9. He was last man standing. It was you against 3 girls, 4 swords, anything you can possibly think of. What was going through your mind?
Holy crap, 4 swords. Dual wielding. It was really hard to go for the tags with 2 swords because the little foam noodles just bend. There's no just using those. Hands was the best option, and keep my right arm because it was on my arm. Just had to grab with my left, and so it'd be almost impossible to get it. But.
And it kind of seemed like you may have been able to come through with it as long as, I guess, the weather or disease or whatever they were supposed to be didn't come after you.
Yeah.
So how do you think overall are you happy with what the outcome? Are you happy how far you made? Or are you a little disappointed that you came up a little short?
I'm fine with it. It's, just a fun game everyone's playing. So.
Do you plan on representing your district next year if you get the chance?
I would love to.
There you go. Back up to you guys.
As we are back in the press box right now, as Devin Stormont, it seems to be back off, they're going to seem to allow them to do it again. It's one of those cardboard things was absolutely demolished in that competition. They're handing back, look at this little helpfulness as the sword is handed back to Sarah Herbrand.
The crowd likes that as they're trying to, the game makers getting the crowd pumped up as we're redoing the final match for whatever reason, and that is between Devin Storm and Sarah Herbrand. Herbrand from Riggs, Storm from Johnson.
And we have a respawning, even though we thought that was no longer allowed. She somehow was able to respawn. Round 2 is about to go as they're again ready. The crowd is behind them.
And this is
Let's
confirmed.
start.
This is confirmed to be the final battle as they're trying to get the crowd pumped up to it. Once again, Sarah Herbrand and Devin Storm from Riggs and Johnson, respectively.
And it seems like they're going to do exactly what they did on a good old classic hockey fight. It seems like we're about to have on the arena floor. And even though we can't see it during the Laker games, so we're just going to see it now. It's Herbrand versus Stormont as they seem to be going after each other.
It's intense here.
And this is a great one, the sword wheeling. And it seems right now that Herbrand is trying to grab Devin Stormont's sword. So it doesn't even seem to be going after right now on the actual patch on her arm. It seems to be going right after the sword itself, trying to get rid of it.
Nice spin move, evading out of it.
Devin Stormont with the spin move there. Sarah Herbrand representing Riggs Hall, Johnson Hall, Devin Stormont. And right now they are very excited in the crowd about what is going on right now. So the final 2 tributes as they are trying to get the crowd on their feet for a standing ovation. Half the crowd has just risen.
As they're
Wait,
and it looks
it's
like
off.
that's it. Is that it? That's it.
Devin Stormont is now the winner.
Devin Stormont comes through, and apparently it looks like we have our Hunger Games winner, Devin Stormont, as fans rush the arena floor.
Johnson Hall is crowding the arena floor like a basketball tournament right now as her fans are now on there. Johnson Hall, here comes the crown and the sword. And it looks like a trip to Burger King out there right now with this little crowd that's being in.
And Chris, I've seen the Eiffel Tower and I've crossed the Golden Gate Bridge, but nothing matches the beauty that we've just seen just here.
Just wait for a few seconds as Devin Stormont, after we just saw previously she was eliminated, as now they have the banner on the ice. As here we go right now, as they are trying to get us right now. Devin Storm is being announced to the crowd. Hunger Games champion, the sword, the almighty crown is being put on her right now.
The crown that is rightfully hers, the sword that she used to get the final kill. She's the winner of the $50 and the first ever Oswego Fights Hunger Games charity event.
And her fans are running across the perimeter of the arena right now. So they're talking about right now sponsorships. And congratulations to all 24 as right now, as you are hearing in the background, they're introducing all 24 right now, right back onto the arena floor as they've been reintroduced several times already. One last hurrah for these guys, as it's been a very exciting event. Congratulations to all of them, but once again, Devin Stormont with the victory.
Yeah, and I think we have Jared and Joe standing by to interview the winner, guys.
We are standing here with Devin from District 11, the winner of the first ever Hunger Games. What do you have to say for yourself?
It was really hard, but I'm really proud I won for Johnson because everyone looks at this as the babies, but we won the Hunger Games, so obviously not.
And you get the crown, you get the money, you get the sword. And what do you think was the biggest strategy of the contest?
Staying with my lines through the whole thing definitely was.
And what do you think? What do you think was like? What was your mindset when it was you, the other female against District 9?
I didn't think we could take him because he was so big and strong, but then the other tributes came out and took care of that for us. So.
Well, congratulations on winning the first ever Hunger Games. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jared and Joe. Have been down there the entire time helping us out and interviewing the down tributes. But that one, they got the chance to interview the one who didn't go down in the end, Devin Storman from Johnson Hall, representing, as she said, it was a very difficult competition, and keeping that alliance was a big thing for her the entire time.
She was a master strategist. She went in there, she attacked when she needed to, she held back when she needed to. Her alliance prevailed in the end, and ultimately, she is the winner of the Hunger Games, the strongest person out there. And if this happens again, you got to believe she's going to be the favorite to win it.
Oh, I hope so. She is going to be one. We talked to Dominic Vitale before. He said he wants to come back as District 9, whatever district he is in next year when it comes to his housing assignment. And Dominic Vitale seems to be a strong one in this competition next year. I like to see the fun of Travis Clark yet again in this, as he seemed to go down a little before his time. But overall, we had 24 amazing competitors in this one. And hats off to all of them. And
ultimately, this was not just for them, but this is for the community. It was a very good event here for campus. Another big congratulations to the winner, Devin Storant, who, as she said on the floor, it's the Johnson babies have a little bit of bragging rights as they beat every other dorm on campus.
And this competition took about, and started around 3:15-ish. It's right now about 4:15-ish, so almost a full hour this seemed to have taken for this entire competition to go down, as some of the tributes are meeting their fans. We see Michelle O'Mara right now in front of us, and a little off camera talking to some of her fans right now as the rest file into the tunnel, as you can see on screen. But of course, front and center is winner Devin Storman.
A very big congratulations again to everybody, especially Devin, who's getting a nice hug in the middle there. So it's been a great afternoon here, and I can't wait to be a part of this again.
I hope we can do this again last year because it was a lot of fun. And from everybody at WTOP, and right now, all those who helped with the camera work, those in the background right now, and for John, absolutely, this was a fun event for you.
It was very fun, and I hope we can do this opportunity again. It's great for the campus, and everybody on WTOP this week, enjoy the movie marathon.
No, absolutely, but for all of us at WTOP, all on the camera work and behind the scenes, for John Moncello, I'm Chris Lewin, and congratulations once again to Devin Storman, the winner of the first annual Oswego Fights Hunger Games. You've been listening to, or you've been watching the Hunger Games on WTOP 10. Back to the movie marathon.
WTOP TV 10, Oswego, New York. I'm the Kid. Come on.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I
I
am
am American.
I am an American.
I am American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I'm an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
I'm an American.
I am an American.
I am an American.
Welcome to Movie Marathon. You just saw an epic battle with Hunger Games there with Nerf swords and whatnot. No LARPing. I was kind of disappointed, but riveting stuff though that we provided it here on WTOP. The first ever Hunger Games.
there are lots of noodles. I mean, that's close to
I felt like I was in a YMCA kiddie pool watching it, so.
Oh my god.
Tons of stuff.
It
Right,
was
what do we
fun.
have in movies here? We have Horrible Bosses, Hitch, Bad Teacher, and Big Fish.
Ooh.
Those are good choices.
I love Big Fish. It's a great movie. It made
I
me
like
cry.
Bad Teacher.
I'd rather go with Horrible Bosses.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, if you want to call and vote, its number is 315-312-2912. We will take your calls. Anything you say, you can get on the air. So feel free to say whatever you want.
You can also. Can we vote online? We can vote online. Not today. No, nobody.
So just call
Okay,
us because we want to talk to you.
Because we're lonely.
So what did you guys think of that? It was actually kind of interesting. They actually,
amazing.
they
I
actually
didn't really know what
did
was going
this.
on. It was kind of scary.
I don't know. Have you guys read the books? Because like.
I saw the movie.
Okay. Well, in the books, I read the books, so I enjoyed it a lot. But like, it's very. The game makers can do anything they want, and like it clearly showed.
Yeah.